Hey guys, how you doing? I've put up a 30 plus 30 unrated game available to anyone rated up to my level, and it's been picked up by Silent Prowl from the US of A, who's rated exactly 800. So I've started with D4 because we want to get into not prep, if you know what I mean. So I want to look at the absolute basics. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to go for the Trompowsky attack, which is something I've never really played before. And our opponent has responded. I mean, literally, I don't know if I've ever played this. I just saw a game where Levi Rosman beat Daniel Naroditsky in a 3-minute blitz using the Trompowsky. He said that if he had to, the future of humanity depended on him winning one game with the white pieces, he would go for the Trompowsky with this idea. So, obviously, knight f6, very, very common response to 1d4. Now, my opponent is attacking my bishop. I guess I can just drop my bishop back here. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It pins the e-pawn. This is the cool thing. Now the knight is moved, the e-pawn is pinned because the queen would be captured otherwise. Okay, and now it looks like he's preparing a fianchetto. But I have the opportunity now to push the knight away, but I don't really want to push f3 because never push f3. I could play knight c3, and if takes b, c, and I've got a pawn structure like this, which is not too bad. Or I could just simply develop, or I could push e3 to get my bishop out. I think I like the look of e3, and the reason is because it means I can get my bishop to here, potentially with tempo. Okay, the tempo no more. Okay, so now I need to evaluate the idea of pushing f3 anyway and kicking this knight. You're right, Sashi babes. Got a very old German Shepherd, not long for this world. F3 comes with tempo because it's not like attacking with the bishop. Attacking with the bishop, my opponent could just stare me out and say, all right, take. I'll take back with the pawn, equal trade, and you've lost the bishop pair. Okay? Attacking with a pawn, I'm threatening to take recaptures, and I'm up a knight for a pawn. Very different. So this, I mean, what's he got? He can't go here because h takes. He can't go here because king or bishop takes. He can't go here because queen or knight, and here, pawn or knight. So f3 now. My next consideration is if I push f3, I'm just going to tell my opponent this is going to be on YouTube later, so I'll send him the link. If I push f3, then clearly I'm weakening my king side. Interestingly, I have created a kind of an escape route for this bishop, but I can't really see this bishop getting trapped. Like when you play Scandinavian, your queen comes out here, then sometimes you'll move this pawn to give your queen an escape route. But that's on this side of the board. Anyway, it's played as black, isn't it? So let's go ahead and push f3. Okay, wants to know. He says, that's fine with me. I will note that I'm playing a dubious opening. I've never played. Okay. So the knight has now retreated. So what we've done there is we've gained a tempo in a sense that, look, 1, 2, 3 pawns towards the center, whereas opponent only has 1 pawn. Okay? And we've both got one piece developed into the board, but this is still pinned. I'm liking this. This is all right. I'm quite happy. So, knight c3 comes with a threat. Okay. Now, don't ever stop thinking at that point. You go, oh look, a threat. Like, oh look, a check. Oh look, free material. Right. You have to, if you want to advance, go to the second level. Go to second base. Right. And then, if you want to become a master player, we need to learn to go to third and fourth base. Right? Just going, oh look, a threat. Well, the thing is, they can't defend with this pawn, right? This is second level thinking. What's he going to do? Well, he can't defend with this pawn because it hangs the queen. He could defend with this pawn, which does not hang the queen. He's sending me comments in the chat. C6. C6 is not bad. I mean, but C6 does take this square away from the knight. He's sending me loads of discussion on the moves that he's made and why. I'm going to do this because it's a generally good idea. Right? I'm just developing a knight to its natural square, controlling two squares in the center. I might even push e4 at some point, right? Then takey, and look, I've got a pair of pawns in the middle. He's got nothing, and this one can't even move because it's on ice, baby. Ah. Right, okay. My opponent has just said that his USCF rating is 2100. All right, so yeah, he's done this. Now it has taken the square away from his knight, so that very much changes the nature of the game, but we're going to approach the game in exactly the same way as we would against any player. Okay, bishop d3 looks supernatural, okay? Can't go here, here, or here because of pawns, yeah? So obviously, this looks good. Bishop e2 is also an idea. He says no, he's almost a national master. Okay, game on. I am, however, not almost a national master. All right, this looks okay. I'd like to get my queen off the back rank at some point. You know, bishop there, queen can come to d2, can come to e2 as well. Is this exposing my queen? Well, it is a bit. I mean, look, because he's got bishop f5 with tempo. Can I block? If I go queen here, bishop here, e4, pawn takes. He's got two attackers on there, I've got two defenders. Yeah, so it doesn't actually work for him. I also have this, maybe. So let's try this move. Bishop will probably then go into e2, but I'd like to castle my king. So I'm getting absolutely, what's the word? Hustled. But hustled for 0 points, so hey, doesn't matter. This is called the Trompowsky attack edge variation, apparently. I'm just pouring a cup of tea. We found this pot in the cupboard. It's very, very genteel. It's a very nice pot. So, day 7 of no coffee. Day 8, actually, of no coffee. And I feel like my attention dipped. Okay, I'm just simply going to castle here. Because I was going to castle anyway, and I need to defend b2, right? Queen b6, common idea. All right. And of course we have a 30-second increment on this game as well, so there's no chance of flagging him. Right. I could take you through his comments earlier on as well. He said he questioned bishop g5. G6 isn't a move, he says, but the main line is annoying, so I decided to play this, even though it's not good. He was saying f3, e4 would have been best. Okay, but d5 doesn't stop it. Yeah, that's what we kind of... Okay, anyway. Right, this now renews the threat of queen takes b2, which would actually be checkmate because the knight covers this only escape square. So I have an option of b3, kind of ugly. There's also the knight a4 idea, pattern you have to know. Jose reminded me about this the other day, right? The knight a4 also works on the other side of the board if you've got queen staring at here, because this knight both hits the queen, forcing her to vacate the premises, and also simultaneously defends this pawn. Now, again, let's take it to the second level. If I attack the queen, what's the queen going to do? Obviously can't take the pawn, that's out. Okay, can't go here because of pawns. Could go here. This is an option. Let's go green. Can't go here because of pawn and knight. Could go here, could go here, could go here. Right? Then I could maybe push b3. Or is the immediate b3 better? Because I think, do we have to worry about the queen sneaking in here with check, right? Forcing the king to here, and then queen comes in here defended by the knight, okay? So I'm going to play knight a4, I think, first, to try and de-encourage these ideas. And that's going to be very convoluted. I mean, the queen still actually has a route in, okay. Okay, she does actually. If I push this now, queen can come in with check, and then it's mate in two, isn't it? If I retreat my knight, it's mate instantly. I can block with my queen with the discovered attack on the knight. That's probably the best idea at this point. Play queen here. If takes, probably a takes. My knight can come back to here. It's not a bad square. I think that's what I have to do. And the knight can't check me, which is good. And the queen's out of good checks. Queen can't check here because of the rook. So, okay, we have a trade of queens. This is fine. And, oh, he's got a pawn. He's got himself a pawn. Okay. Didn't see that. Didn't see that one. I have to take back. I'm kind of eyeing up e7, but it is defended by the bishop. Okay. Knight c5 looks like a nice square. Again, second level. You know, what can my opponent do from there? Well, you can push b6 and kick me away. And then I can kind of centralize again. This is all right. I think my rook... Huh. Well, I'm going to play rook e1 anyway, because now this pawn, which is... Okay, so he's moved his king. Queens are off the board. Kind of makes sense. Right, now what I really need to do is engage my remaining heavy artillery. I'm a pawn down. This is not the end of the world, boys and girls. I need to engage this rook here, the h1 rook. So, knight kind of takes a square away from his friend. Knight, he could trade his bishop off, but it's unlikely. Although, I mean, it's not the best. I mean, he's got pawns on light squares, but it'll double my pawns, but it'll also open up another file towards his king, right? Or something like this, the slower route. Let's go the slower route. It's a long game. Settle in for the duration. This bishop wants to spring into life at some point and can do with check right now. Okay, push face. My first thought is h3, g4, takey, which may actually drop a bishop, come to think of it. If he takes, my bishop is hanging. This also looks like a nice diagonal though. Look at that. It's quite pretty. His bishop can't come to there anyway, so there's no point pushing h3 unless I'm going to push g4, and right now I'm not going to push g4. Having said that, if I put my bishop here, I can't push g4. So we have a conundrum. I don't have to push g4, you know. The king's here, right? He's not over here. So, you know, what I want to do is I want to peel these pawns away and use my big boys to come after that king. So, how are we going to try and remove Freddie and Gary? Here, might kick, around here. I don't know. I can't play this. Why can't I play this? Because of g5 traps the bishop. That's my bishop's only escape route. If I do this and he pushes on, I'm going to be stuck kind of on this diagonal. This, I could always dive back here. Still maintaining control over this very nice long diagonal, but it's not pointing towards this king. What's pointing towards this king? Where can I position this bishop to maximum effect? It's unclear. It certainly is. Hang on, if you're like nearly a national master, how come you've got a... What is this, day one on chess.com? Have you just joined? I need to find out. How come your rapid rating is only 800 then? Just joined? So this feels very much like a kind of a classical style game. This is the tempting move. Oh, he's never played rapid on chess.com. Okay, fair enough. I've also got quite a cheeky little place to stick my bishop, but does it actually achieve anything? Well, we just don't know. Or I could just try and bring my knight. You see, my knight's there with its thumb up its arse over there on a4. I'm gonna try and improve it. Okay, so it's kicking me back. Okay, we're going to move towards the centre. We saw this. This is not the end of the world. Okay. And now he comes after my knight. Right, well, we're not doing that. We know we're not doing that. Because that comes with a discovery on the bishop, and then he might remove... Well, it's not, maybe not too bad. Question, do I want to come here? The answer is no, because pawn moves forward, defended by other pawn, and that is a pawn fork. And these are unpleasant. This is one of the easier types of forks to spot. You know, if you put pieces with one square between them. Of course, if bishop takes here, c takes d, that's not pretty in the slightest. So, we aren't going there, and we aren't staying where we are unless we defend the knight. Now I have king d2. King d2 is a thought. That comes with benefits. My opponent's just made a really good point. He says a lot of the moves have been about stopping activity of the opponent, which I know something a lot of people struggle with. Okay, good move. Now I have f4 here. Okay, if pushes, I don't have to take. I can drop back. I'm okay with that. Quite like that. Yeah. So I've just said, indeed, at my level, it's becoming more of a factor, stopping your opponent's ideas. This is played knight d7. Knight can't proceed here. This is a couple of tactics as well. Yeah. He's saying a couple of tactics like why knight f4 couldn't be played, so, he's talking about the pawn fork here. All good. I said, I defended your first mate threat, okay? He said, yeah. Excellent. Now, this bishop. So we're in the middle game, arguably an ending, because the queens are off the board. He says, I think b3 held, but bishop h6 was tough to defend. Not quite sure what he means. I'm kind of inclined to bring this bishop back and then maybe shore up my defences here. Now, issue is, I've only got a dark square bishop. He has a light square bishop, right? So if I have pawns on light squares, that hampers this bishop without hampering mine. So should I be thinking about this? But I'm feeling now like I need to bring this bishop back somehow. Don't want ideas of push takes, bishop takes, I'm forced to take because this bishop's undefended. I don't know. This is just instinctive, just getting that bishop out of there. Now, I have many attackers on here. Obviously, I'm just going to... Oh, no. Oh, this pawn's pinned. Hell's teeth. Okay. Right, he's attacking an undefended pawn. So if I take, takes, that's fine. This pawn's very well defended. Ah. Okay. Now he's starting to take this, but it's okay, it's defended twice. So we don't have to worry about that. I could put my bishop back on g3. I could knock my king back to d1, kind of out of harm's way. This bishop might come in, and there's the f-pawn's already too far progressed to help defend. Are we worried about this? Not really. This could prevent the bishop from coming in here. That's an idea. Is there a major threat here? Take, I just take. Right, h3, preventing this in the anticipation that I'm going to drop my king back to d1 at some point. Silent Prowl. Let's check out his actual profile while we're here. I like to have a snoop. Okay, puzzles he's 2600. Okay, he's only played 235. Blitz he's 2016. After only 246 games. No, 380 games of which he's won 246. So his highest rating, yeah, it's 2000 Blitz player. Okay, so he started only a few weeks ago, jumped straight to 1771 in his first night day, and has now reached 2000. He's been pretty much steady on 2000. Okay, so he's not lying. Right, I feel like I just want to get out of this pin. I could push g3. But then what if h4? Oh no, then I just push again. g3 looks okay, that's candidate. King d1 is candidate. Need to be careful about the rook coming back. But if king d1, I always have like knight c1 to block a check. I feel like this. I don't know, but then putting my pawns on dark squares, then he pushes here. And I'm like, no. So let's move the king first. I have two attackers on this pawn. So that's now a threat. Now if he pushes, I can come in here with check. Probably knight takes, pawn takes. My pawn's then looking a little bit, I don't know. Okay, well I think pawn takes bishop. So I'm a pawn behind because of that one I lost in the middle here. Is that two pawns behind now? Okay, what happened there then? Okay, so what he's... Oh, right, see, so what he's done is... hang on, so this was defended twice and attacked twice. So there's no benefit in black capturing at that point, but what he's done is he's then eliminated a defender of the pawn, and now it's attacked twice and defended only once. I'm kind of inclined to move my knight somewhere, like here, maybe attack this pawn, because it leaves my rook, sorry, on the open file. But if pawn advances, I can come in here, which is nice, so that looks okay. See, the thing is, my opponent is thinking a level deeper than me, clearly, you know. Now, it's not the case that I can't think any deeper. It's primarily laziness, or, you know, a kind of a self-belief. We either can't be bothered or don't believe we can. I don't think I want to put my knight here. I mean, it's in the centre, but both squares are in the centre. However, this square, the knight is defended by a pawn. Having said that, on the other hand, on here I'm not blocking off my own open file, but then my opponent can bring either rook to e8 and contest the open file, and we're going to have a kind of a gridlock there. This removes that idea, so I think this is an important point where we have to just go one level deeper again and say, what are the other, you know, the relative merits of this thing? One thing I notice is I can give check from this square. Yeah? There are two places to move. From here, I can't. I'm actually 4 jumps away, or 3 jumps away from check from that point. Here as well, I have possibility of rook e7. Now, rook e7 wins material. Decisions. Let's try this one then. But then, I don't know, I'm just kind of, I'm a bit about putting the knight on an undefended square. I'm attacking this, but it's the only attacker it's defended. Then here I'm blocking off my own rook. So it swings both ways. Alright, we're doing this one. Maybe he drunk. Maybe he miss it. I was hoping you were drunk. Hope chess is the future. Okay, here he's just got that, and it's back to it. But then it does block off his own bishop a little bit to some extent. See how tight his pawn structure is compared to mine. This is the thing I do to other people, in the words of Beth Harmon. I'd like to stick something on here and kind of neutralise that. You've got this. Even if take. If I was fighting for my life in a blitz game, he says, I'm on a call with others talking about homework but not intoxicated. Homework? How old are you? He says he's a little distracted. "22 in college." Then, son, I could be your father. No, I'm not going to put that. But I'm 50. Haha. Damn, are you old? Is there any point in attacking this rook? Come on, seriously. I could come back here and hit this pawn. I could come back. Ooh, hello. Hello. I'd love to put my knight on there. Let's have a fiddle around. He says, you're playing well, I believe it. Well, thanks, son. Alright. Why have you put your rook there? Why? If I push this a pawn. Okay, so my idea number one is I have a fertile here attacking this pawn. Let's say he pushes the pawn and kicks my knight comes back, not there, here with check, right? Then he could come back here, which is a very long route round, but let's do it, just for shits and giggles. So I've got check and then back here. Then he can put his knight here and try and trade off, eh? Maybe I'll play my bishop here. I don't know. I'm thinking g3, if takes, or... He's always got the option of trading down, you see. He's 2 pawns up, and he's going to annihilate me in the endgame, being 2 pawns up. Especially with these doubled fellas there. 1, 2, 3 pawn islands. He has 2 pawn islands. Okay, we saw this. This is alright. Actually, I have this that attacks that, but it's defended, forks the rook. I could take the rook, knight takes, back here. Take the rook, knight takes. I come back here, he just trades off knights, which isn't much fun. There, rook takes, check. So he started with 30 minutes, he's on 38 minutes, 38 now. It has to be rook. Comes with check. Alright, well this isn't a threat. Nor is this, because knight will remove it. I could try and remove the defender of this pawn here. Could that work? Let's give it a go. We'll blitz it from this point a little bit. Okay, he defends. Let's come up here. He's probably going to push g5, of course. I'm going to come up here. Now, what do we do? Here, he takes knight, I take, doesn't come with check, he takes again. I lose another pawn. That's not much fun. Here, it's not bad, takes. I have to move again. Better than nothing though. That's fine. So I'm not worried about this. So I take, so I've got pawn takes with check defended by the knight. Knight's doing a good job here, rook's defending the knight. Bishop is undefended. Is this a thought? This is a fork on 2 things, but you always have to look at your opponent's move, and he's attacking this undefended pawn, so here I come to defend it heroically. I do have that, but I forgot king takes rook is a move. Here, bishop goes back to the back rank, but then I win a pawn, do I not? Or he defends the bishop. You see what he's doing now? He saw the weakness on the 6th, and he's defended that. I can now throw my rook into the middle, which I kind of like. Very much a blitzy move. Okay. I don't have this. I can come here with the threat of this. Kind of slightly checkmating him. Damn it! Janet? Curses. That's my only attacking opportunity of the game. Right, oh hello. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces all looking at this. Okay, but I'm going to capture once for no other reason than it undoubles my pawns. Alright. That's a check, but no. No, but, yeah, but no. Ah, curse. Curse you! That's what happens when you move too fast. Slow down, you move too fast. This is stopped d3 but not c4. Stops knight takes d3. Yeah, it's just a blunder. Well, it's an awful position now. I don't really see a huge amount in playing on. Thanks for the game. This is well played. Right. Okay, that would have been a good guess to Elo, wouldn't it? And yeah, okay. So we'll hit review, and we're going to do a guess on our accuracy and his. I would go with mine at 69, maybe 70, at a push, and he's going to be 91. Hello. Well, and only one blunder, but we made a blunder each. Well, I'll be buggered. Right, this is going to be fun. Okay, I'm going to go through it move by move, I think. I think this is worth it. The Trompowsky attack immediately attacks the knight. This is a book move. And this is also a book move, and white is slightly better. That's inaccurate, like he said. Okay, and here, okay, f3 was the move, right? See, f3 is profoundly unprincipled, but it doesn't matter how unprincipled something is if it's best. So there you go. I'm kind of thinking of toying with the tromp, maybe. We shall see. Anyway, so yeah, not great. He defends now, and now it says it's not the best move because now there's another best move. Oh, you gotta love the engine. It kicks the knight back, and we're okay here. Alright, knight there, best move. That's okay. That's not. Bishop d3 was better move. Yeah. I think I was rushing to castle there. Bishop d3, getting the bishop out, you know, bishop out, keep your queen behind. Queen belongs at home at this point in the game. So that's not great, that's good. That's good, but b3. Huh. So what I'm drawn to here is these pawns look nice, you know, they look ready to push through. So actually short castles here and getting the rook on f1 would not have been a bad thing. But, you know, we're talking minor details now. And that's inaccurate. Should have played queen a5. Right, but I'm not worried too much about his moves. And this was inaccurate. It's saying b3 was already better. Because I guess, hang on, so if b3 here, this is my concern, that the queen would wheedle her way into here. But that would have been bad. Oh, because it drops to knight. Ah! The things we are blind to. Anyway, so that wasn't great. And that was a blunder after trading queens. I should have played b3 here. He places bishop out. Then I take the knight? Huh? Actually, moving his knight was not the best move. b3 would have been okay. I just missed. Okay, but I did that. He trades off. And now he's just better. He's +3. Here I have to take on e3. No, he takes on e. That's it. He takes on e3, right? Because I've just, yeah. Thing is, my knight was. I mean, the Goldfish would have sorted this. His knight stacking e3. My queen was the only defender of e3. I gave up my queen and just dropped a pawn. Right? That's basic stuff. That is Goldfish, right? So with the Goldfish method, we say, okay, well, what's undefended on the board? Okay, and what's defended only once? That's defended once. That's actually undefended. That's defended only by the bishop. That's defended twice by pawn and whatever. So that's defended only by the queen. Okay, so you could highlight these. Sorry, Sorry about the dog. He's very excited. Identify what's only defended once and what's it defended by. Okay, is it under attack? Well, yes, it's under attack here. Okay, therefore she can't really go offering up her life to this, but b3 would have been absolutely fine, as well as I just missed the fact that we were attacking the knight and that the knight was clearly instrumental in any kind of checkmating attack. I just missed it. There you go. Well, moving on. So we did this. Now I'm keen to see his blunder. Okay, let's go back to the review. Okay, so now he's just better. All right, I take, yeah. This is okay. Where did he blunder? Because I didn't see it. I like that. F4 is best move, but we are in a losing position already. Okay, so that wasn't best. Should have centralized the rook, lined the rook up with the king. See, all decent moves. He's playing decent moves. I'm playing some decent moves. So that's not fantastic. He's given up the bishop pair now. Again, lining up the rook with the king. And that wasn't best. Knight b5. Well, we didn't even consider this one, did we? It's a completely alternative way. I mean, here can hit the rook, or here can hit the king. And if a rook should ever come to here, oh, that's good. That's very good. Now it's another route round to this square, eh? Interesting. And see, I could have maybe, yeah, with my knight here, threatening to jump straight in there with a fork and king and rook. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Moves, good moves, good move, good move. Me. And this is a mistake. Did I capitalize on it? That was a great move, the only good move on the board. Hurrah! That's another mistake, and now white is slightly better. That was a great move. Wow! Hello there. So what am I threatening? This? No, not really. I mean, here, you know, I'm threatening the rook. We've got discovery on the rook. I'm going to win material. And that's a mistake. But this is a missed win. Rook to h7. Threatening the bishop. The bishop's the only defender of this pawn. Right? So if rook here, his best option is to move out the... Wow, I'm just better. I've got two options. Take the pawn and hit the rook, or take the bishop. Is that really your best move? What if you move the bishop back here? Well, that's terrible, because I just take here and hit the rook. Wow. Well. You see, you can so easily get overawed when you're playing somebody that you know is much higher rated, and you can miss their problem. You know, I just saw this. I saw, oh, it's defended. I can't take it. I must move out of the way. Right? How many times do we do that? And it's a missed win. And from then on, you know, he kind of walks it in. So here, and then I blunder with this again. But here again, bishop a5. Whoa. Okay, this is upping the danger levels of the counterattack on a piece of, you know, greater value. Saying, take the knight, I'll have your rook. Wow. And of course the rook's the only defender of this knight. And the rook can't move away from the knight. See, again, goldfish, right? What's defended only once? That is. Right, so let's put it in orange, right? What's it defended by? That rook. Okay, well, there you go. It's like the reading, like Braille, just reading what's on the board can sometimes just show you the tactics. The tactics will jump out. Like, okay, well, this rook is the only defender of the knight. I am attacking the knight. Okay, can I attack that rook? Well, yeah, I can. I can attack it with my bishop there. There you go. Good lessons. So, thank you to Silent Prowl for jumping in and having your first rapid game against me. Very happy to be hustled in this instance. Thank you all for watching. Hope it's been interesting. See you soon.